Hey, good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope we're all right. Hope everybody's well. Living the dream. Well, at least somebody's dream, right? Isn't that the way it usually goes? Anyway, we're back. If you guys made it through the video, my last video on this, I hope. I know it was a long one. I'm going to try to shorten that up this time by just doing little bits at a time. Let's see here. So tonight I'm going to focus on getting the turntable and the main blade attached. Only one bit of wiring I'm going to do is to the motor here. If you notice, I had all these wires underneath and I had to move them up because I forgot the turntable has to go up in like that. That's how it kind of pivots. But yeah, I kind of forgot. And it was hitting these. So I moved all these, which they don't look bad there. I just kind of forgot. Anyway, this is the turntable. It's got a worm gear here, the main plate, the big gear, and the tiny gear, spur gear, and the blade. In between here and this plate is a thrust bearing. Kind of looks like this with two washers in between it. That keeps the proper gap and movement in there. And it also has roller bearings here and here and one at the back. There's also another linear actuator back here for the back and forth of the blade. There'll be a couple more and we'll get into that when we get to it. So yeah. So first I gotta get the last two of these on. Kind of waited for this video to do them just so I can show you guys how these work. Hopefully. Then we'll get to the turntable. Alright. Should move the turntable out of the way. Alright. So for the single one, I take this bottom plate, painted silver, and one of the green ones. I had to paint all these by hand, by the way. I don't like, I usually don't use colored filament just because it looks like colored filament. It doesn't look like the actual part. So I just usually print everything in gray and then paint it, which is a little time consuming, but at the end of the day I like the look of it better. So I'm going to put the other green one on here and give myself a little more wire here. Very finicky. 1-to-1 scale, they're not this hard. That's why that'd be a great idea. If you can see that sandwiched in there. And I start screwing this one in. A little bit of a tight tolerance, but that's all right. I don't mind. You see how that kind of gets sandwiched? I already had these holes pre-drilled. I usually grab my pliers, kind of line everything up. I might put them on Cults, this design. We'll see. If there's any interest in it, maybe I will. I found with these screws, like a quarter of an Ooga Dooga on them because they like to snap. Like I said in the other video, they have some tension on them, but they're not too tight, so I can kind of, you know, maneuver them a little bit, tighten them up if I need to, whatnot. So for the bottom one, or for the quad one, the bottom plate, the top plate, you see it kind of has a hump in the center there. That's kind of mimicking the way those ones actually are. We're going to do it again. Do the bottom plate. Oh, I got to do a little. Trimming on that, sorry. So, bottom plate, and that bushing, we'll call it a bushing. There. And in between is this one. Kind of a double. Goes on there. And then that one. You have a little bit of patience for this too. It's just tiny and finicky. But if you like the look, which I do, definitely worth it. That kind of sandwiches them all. Take my screw. I think this is like it's a 1.5, or it's 2 millimeter by 20 millimeter long screw. Get that all lined up. I had that hole pre-drilled as well. Something like that. Will do. Tennis shoe. There. All right. Move on to some more boring stuff. Soldering. You guys know how much I love that. Anyway, it's just 2 wires tonight. Alright. Just want wanted to get these wires soldered on here first. So when it was underneath there, I didn't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? I started printing with my other smaller printer, and I put these on a raft instead. And man, now I just gotta, because they won't print unless I put a base around them. Look at that. Comes right off there nice and clean. I wish things I didn't know before that I know now. Anyway, running off topic here again. This is how we end up with an hour and 45 minutes instead of an hour. Sorry, I'm a little bit off screen. I'm just soldering the 2 wires. Not exactly where I wanted that. One more center. I think I can do it. Tug. Good there. Good there. All right. Good for the soldering. I did put a wrap on here. Let's see if I was able to get that. Yes, I am. All right, perfect. Right down into there. I remember a person telling me if you use this part of the flame, it's hotter than this part of the flame. So I try to use that part of the flame. There we go. Not bad. Okay, the way this attaches at the front. This U-joint pivot. I see something wrong right now. Get that twisted. So it's better for movement. Yeah, I'm going with a bigger screw again. Where's my trusty? There it is. Never come off, juice. Stay put. Stay put sauce? I don't know. So this is also the pin that runs through for the axles. Kind of does a double duty here. that nice and tight. There we go. All right, it's not too bad. The one thing I want to do. There it is. Oh, handy dandy. Let's get the battery out. Try not to blow it up. Alright, let's see what we get. Anything good? Hey, works. Alright, perfect. Not sure where I'm running these wires yet. We're not going to worry about that tonight anyway. There, put them off to the side. Okay. Next is these linear actuators. It goes here, here. The instructions say to leave it 20 millimeters off this edge. So that's what we're going to do. Actually, you know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to put this one on first. Just because I want to. Looking at everything, it might be easier if we do this one first. Now, if I leave it there, I can run the wire around like this, right? Yeah. That's what we'll do. If I put it like this, these are supposed to be left loose. Might tighten that up a bit though. Well, I can still do it. I still might. I'll do it this way. You can remember when I go to do the wiring, I'm going to be cutting this probably down to about here somewhere and put the black wires on it so it looks like hydraulic lines. Let's try to tighten that up a bit. Okay. Now, I might buy some different hardware, get some black stuff for this. We'll see. See, what I usually do is I have these already on here and painted. Same colors. Same color as the rig that I'm working on. Yes. Oh, by the way, I know, getting off topic again. This is the paint I use. That and Rust-Oleum. What you're gonna do is when you paint something, like paint one of these with that kind of paint or the Rust-Oleum, you're gonna paint it and walk away from it for 2 days, because that stuff takes forever to dry. But anyway, like I said, back off topic again. I size, you know that, but I like this stuff. It covers nice. It looks good. But yeah, it takes forever and a day to dry. So if you don't have patience, don't use that paint. I have a little bit of patience, so I use the paint. So that one I'm just going to leave that there actually, so that I can turn it around when I'll do the other side when I turn it around. This one, no, this one, so I want the wires, I want these top wires to face towards the center of the chassis. So we'll have to do this other one first, which I was going to show you anyway, how frustrating this is and why I do a lot of stuff sometimes prior, why I'm trying to do stuff prior. Okay, so this one's going to be on that side. So I got that wire running towards the center. This one's going to be on that side, so we got that wire running towards the center. I want to see something here. It's still going to work because I just noticed something else. Oh, that'll work. I just noticed that in the instructions this is down here. But really at the end of the day that gets it up high enough being like that, so I'm not going to worry about switching this around because it's a pain in the arse. A little bit of a pain in the arse to even put it together. Let's just leave that as that. So you know that's wrong per to the instructions, but it's still going to work. On the bottom, this one on the top. We got these little darn screws. Put down in there. The reason why I'm using this is because my good one broke. So you guys are just gonna have to deal with me sitting here going around and around and around and around and around and around and around. Because if I gotta go through it, you gotta go through it. Right? That's mean. Only 3 more to put on, and I have the nuts to put on it. It's nuts. I like this guy's design. He's done a good job. I'm happy with it. There's nothing really I could say that he could have changed and make it better. Other than maybe of hollowing out the center of this so you can put weight through there. But then, is that gonna mess with the integrity of it? I don't know. This is actually 2 halves put together. And then, well, I can't show you because I gotta move the camera and I don't want to. Then there's some top plates on top of it. You guys seen them. So it's 2 halves, printed separately, glued and screwed together. And again, another thing I should have videoed, but I didn't. We need our 20 millimeters from here up to here. Hopefully I didn't put that too tight, which I did. Trying to rush through things. Making a mess. There we go. more. Good thing about the paint is it kind of grabs it for me. Oop, of course. Too much, too little, too much, too little. Teacher once said too high, too late. Making fun of one of the students in class because he was late for class, I think, that day. And yeah. Never really quite figured that one out. Anybody seen any robins lately? Need to see a robin to have some hope that this winter's going to be close to being over. Been a long time since I had a snowmobile. This definitely would have been a good year for it. I haven't seen snow like this in years. As frustrating as it was to shovel it, it's kind of cool to see it. But I'll be glad when it's over too. But never wish time away either, right? Not quite. I can tell you this. Being a mechanic, these little goddamn bolts, gall darn bolts, nuts, are just as frustrating as the big ones. There ain't no difference. None whatsoever. Just I'm cleaner. That's about all I can say. Not covered in grease and grime. So I gotta try to finagle it there, hold it with my finger because there isn't really a get the pliers on it here in a minute. Let's see. Because I can't get my tool in there. My cross wrench, to me a cross wrench, you know, those ones. Not enough space. You guys enjoying watching me fumble? I'm not. I knew this was going to be a pain after I did the first one. I was like, I don't know if I should videotape this. You're about to see. Frustration. Let's see. Hey. Dang Tamiya stuff. It comes in so handy. And the great thing is about every kit you get another one. So you can never run out. I guarantee anybody that has a Tamiya kit has never asked a friend for a Tamiya wrench, because or if you need a Tamiya wrench, just ask a friend, because I'm sure he's got 20 of them. if he deals with Tamiya. I'm almost done. Voila. Whew, that was fun. No, it wasn't. All right. So these one, let's make sure that goes in there. Yeah. It's gonna go up. Nope. Almost did it. This one. But I want to keep this wire going to the center. This one is gonna go up here. What do you guys think? Lose the shiny bolts, get some black stuff on there. We'll see. We'll see. That's the other one I was talking about. You guys know this. And you know what? Looking, oh, it does fit. All right. And like that. Yeah. Let's see here. Take my handy dandy battery. Try not to touch the wires together again. And my hand's in the way. I'll try and get this down to there. A little bit more to go. Go with that. I'm gonna run this screw this way, like so. You ever lose something right in front of your face? Where did it go? Ah, it's right there. Dumb. I was kind of thinking of painting this all black, but I'm going for the yellow. Kind of looking at pictures. Some are black, some are yellow. It's just kind of a here, there, anywhere sort of thing. All right. Yeah. This is just cover. It gets 2 screws in there when I put the light bar on there. This one's also a cover. Whoa. Girl's getting some weight to her. All right. Let's put okay. So you guys can see having these wires go inwards like that. I can run them down. These will be getting cut and get the black wires on them as well. Just kind of status quo on how it's going to go. Make them look like hydraulic lines. Like that. There. Sorry guys, I'm gonna block the view here for a second. Too far down. Too far up. Too high, too low, too late. That's how it went. I think it had to do with something about the nasty in the bedroom. I don't know. He was about poking fun at him. Anyway, too much information. I already feel it. Sometimes these screws, yeah. Did that go cross thread or no thread? No, it doesn't work so well. It's metal. These screws are not the best metal. Soft, if you'd say. That one last one to hook up. Try to do these videos shorter possible, so I don't have to edit. Try to do it all in one go. We'll see how it goes, and I'll show my mess ups. Well, like I showed you that one, the wires running underneath. I forgot about all this gargly goop. Well, I guess I could. I don't have to hook the battery up to that. I can just pull this off to the side. Yeah, I'm going to tighten that screw up a bit more though. too tight. Said to leave a little bit of play in them, so I'm gonna do what he says because that's what he said. Oh, why didn't you guys tell me you weren't seeing what I was doing? Ah. All right, what's that? Let's see. Oh yeah, she really got some weight to her. Okay, we're gonna test this puppy out. Okay. This is for tanks. It's like a dual ESC, like the one I'm using for the dual motors. But, yeah, so it's just gonna go. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to use the number 1, number 2, or if I can get away with using 3 and 4. I've heard sometimes 3 and 4 doesn't work. That's your ESC wires there. Yes, they go into 3 and 4 or 1 and 2. We'll see how it goes, but it's for tanks. And what I want to use this for is for these two. So I can have up, down, and either go down with one and up with the other, or vice versa. So I'd be able to move that grader like this. Yeah, so that's the plan. We'll be installing this. Oh, here's some quality for you. Friday job? Probably. I'm not worried about that. I don't use those ends anyway. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this thing moved over and squared up, which should be red to black and black to red. So that's moving this actuator, linear actuator here, which controls this side to side movement. And then let's go for, well, we got to go up, so we got to go red to black and black to red. You have to do this one bit at a time because I see it's lifting off the ground over here. Yeah, so you see that's kind of the movement I want, is that movement. There we go. All the way up. This one runs the linear actuator for the blade. And it is all the way in. So I'm gonna go red to red, black to black. All right, that works. That works. These are our rotation ones. Perfect. Let's put 2 more actuators on. I know I said I was going to do this, but I want to get those 2 on for the boom. De-boom. Why they call it a boom, I don't know. Never did ever get to operate one of these, so. supposed to go in here like this. Now, yeah, if I run the wire inside, then I gotta, yet again, I'm just trying to figure out where. No, if I run it, yeah, I think I'll run it like this, because then I could just go shoop up in there like so. And I'm looking at this, and I don't think I have long enough screws for this anyway. That's going to be, nope. No, 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 no. I don't have them. We're going to leave those out. We'll work on those next time. Anyway, guys, yeah, so that's what the plan is. Hook this up to this bad boy. I'm pretty sure I got it off at Amazon. Just wiring everywhere, as you can see. All right, so I have this and this. Wires going to that motor. And then we still have the side-mounted plow and the ripper to do for ESCs, and I'm probably going to run the wire up to the front because I want to do the front mounted plow too, or at least get the wiring up there for it. But yeah, I hope you guys like what's going on here. I think we're 47 minutes in. I think that's good enough for tonight. My mouth's getting dry, and I got some other stuff I got to get doing. And yeah, remember, guys, keep on thinking outside that box and enjoy the hobby. Have fun with it, and have a good night.